sorry if I haven't been active in a month. Time has been spent doing that and the Milsim stuff. So next week or so, when I get my paycheck, but I haven't played War Thunder or you did a War Thunder stream in a very long time. I think the last one I did broken. I couldn't even do anything. I think the last full one I did was on the French almost 2 years ago. So I'm gonna try and not want to blow off my head because I'm gonna play with the French a little bit, but this is what I was right here. This is the Lago 1. It's a rank 2.7, which is with using a 37mm isn't that bad, but you're gonna be encountering heavier tanks. But this is the same exact 37mm gun that's on the Swedish light tanks, which as when you get to the stage 4, the 37mm round is pretty decent, but one, it doesn't do much damage because it's a 37mm. But if I want to get to the Strivagen M4, because I'm trying to replace this, because this is 1.7 and it's not going to do me much good. You know, the 75mm is semi-okay, but the armor on this thing is like you're spitting paper wads at a weakling. So I'm eating my dinner. But I was gonna do France first, since last time I played them, I can't remember. But for my numbers, I got the M10, and I used that to replace the Char B1 Bis. But oh yeah, there's one good thing about the Bofors 37 on the Swedish tanks. When you're in the low ranks with the light tanks, you can actually destroy Char B1s. In one match, I killed 3 of them. 3 of them. But I'll show you where you want to hit if you're going to be doing it. So, when they're front facing you, they're like, sometimes you can probably get a hit on them. If you aim right at the gun barrel, you can destroy that. Get rid of their tracks so they can't move. But get rid of the turret. The 47mm it'll fuck you, but you can avoid the 75 if you can destroy the tracks and get rid of the engine. But if you get rid of this, since it's a one-man turret, it'll kill the person inside and you can destroy the gun, destroying the turret. But then go for the sides, especially near the engine. Knocking that out, then you can. Yeah, but this thing is gonna be a shot, and also go for this since this is also very shot. But go for the turret rings right here. Because shot right here will destroy the turret ring. You'll injure that. And if you can actually get to the ammunition, you can cause an ammunition explosion. Oh. I thought I hit the wrong button. Ah, shit. Got almost through my plate across the floor. Has red sloppy Joe sauce, and my mom would whip my ass. Yeah, I'm gonna do ground salt. I have an M10, so the 76mm on the M10 is decent. It's not the best, but it'll get the job done. Best one is the one from the Achilles, because that has the 17 pounder on it. Sorry about that, guys. Needed to check to see if my microphone was working. My headset has a little button on it that if it gets pressed, it mutes my microphone. Jesus Christ, what is taking so long? What? Another problem with that 37mm is it cannot pierce a Sherman or an M10. You have to hit it in some specific areas. You know, the M10 only has 38mm of armor in the frontal, but it is sloped. Jesus, what is taking so long? Oh, there we go. Finally in a match, guys. Pack yourselves on the back. Okay. Okay. You start off with the M10. It's cheaper. The SAU 40 sucks, like, massively. Oh, there's a lot of M10s here. Since this is the Maginot Line map, and we're going to be facing French tanks that are similar to my own, especially M10s. Since mine is a Lend-Lease M10, I don't know how many kills I'm gonna get, but yep, we're facing French. Those are AMX 13s. Where's the enemy tank? It says it's near. I got it. Wonder what they're gonna throw at next. I think it's probably gonna be an M10 or the French Lend-Lease Sherman. I have my fun now because when I start using the Swedish, tanks are probably gonna start hearing me get more vocal. Especially when I use the lago. With the 37, I'm gonna probably flip my shit, probably. Coming from that road. These M10s. Oh yeah, Colby, if you're watching this, the chat thing isn't really working. Just to let you know, because I've noticed that in some of my past streams. I think it might be because of my internet. Because lo and behold, in October again, I had to get my router fixed because it sucks. I had to get a new one. Got an ammo shot on him. Side shot too. He's still alive. Oh, no, he's not. Ooh. Oh, these are gonna be. Oh, I forgot the name of the tanks, but these things are probably gonna fuck me up. Oh god, I'm already getting shot at. Oh god, oh god. Yeah, the ARL 44s. Fuck. Fun fact about the ARL 44 or the ARL series of tanks. It was the first tank series that was developed in France after the German occupation and the start of the Vichy French regime. It was in 1944 when Allies liberated France, or started liberating it. They started designing this tank, which was not a very good one, since it used very dated practices from the French Char B tanks, which were very famous for being some of the most heaviest tanks in the early part of the war that were fielded in mass. Besides the 10 French Char 2Cs, which were classified as the heaviest tanks of those era for the Mouse. These tanks used the same kind of suspension and track system of the Char B. I'm not a vet, I'm just a person who loves history who's just been locked up for 3-4 months and has nothing else to do. But another fun fact about the ARL 44 series is the turrets and the armor was actually taken off from the French battle cruiser, the Dunkirk, which was sunk by the British after the fall of France and the British. I forgot which get hold of the French Mediterranean fleet to use against their own fleet, because they're going to be battling Germany and they're going to be battling the Italian fleet, which was big business for the Brits. So they turned their guns on the French and blew up the battle cruisers, the battleships, almost a lot of the ships, so they wouldn't turn into German hands. Yeah, I'm a smart person, but mostly it is I just love history and I have nothing else better to do. All I do is just work my job, then I come home and I do nothing else. Oh. The shrapnel from that bomb damaged my fuel tank. Yeah, I don't want to get side shot because my armor on my sides is like completely nothing. I'm using. This is the BR rating I'm using right now for this match is a 3.7. But I think this tank is a rated 3.7. When I'm using the Swedish, it's gonna be around 3.3, which doesn't really help me when I'm using a 37mm when I'm gonna be facing Cromwells, T-34s, and Churchills. With the Churchill, which has 104mm of armor, you know, it's front-facing or flat-sided armor, but T-34s are probably gonna ruin me. Their 76s and their armor against the Lago's 37mm, so I'm royally fucked. Because I'm probably gonna be facing this right here. This is a Churchill Mark 1 and Panzer IV's F2, the F2 gun. I can't access the tech tree right now. I'm in the middle of the match, but when I die again, I think this is rated either 3.3 or 3.7, because the battle rating I am for this is 3.7. Because I think the M4A1 Sherman, which I have for my Lend-Lease one, is rated 3.3. Don't quote me on that, but it's just going off the top of my head. Oh, fuck. That's a bad thing about the M10 is it's a hand crank turret, so it's slow as shit. Doesn't have hydraulics, so now help you. It's like when you need like the battle ranking things, and you like help with that, or because I think I can explain it to you. I've been playing this game since I think it's been 4 years maybe I've been playing this game. It does get kind of confusing in the beginning, but you'll get a hang of it. It's not the most easiest game, but you just have to get the skills and you can dominate. It's just trial by error sometimes, but yeah, I can help you with it. Oh, fucking hell, that thing was... In my opinion, the best country that I've been using, Soviets, but I've kind of stopped playing them since I've been playing some of the new games, but for beginning, I would say the Swedish, because the light tanks for the Swedish tech trees they're fast, they're hard hitting, especially with the 37mm. Because then with the beginning, you also get the Holy Potato Launcher of Doom, which is, I forgot the name of it, but it's the 105mm recoilless rifle. And that thing can destroy anything, but it's like rated 2.2. Later game, I would say, for my preference, the Russians, since one, tanks, they're easy to understand. you know the weak spot, especially with the T-34, because you know the front plate is 45 millimeters, so be sure to have it at a good angle. Don't get side shot like with the M10 right here. But it's just my opinion. I hope that helped, but because in a couple of matches I'm gonna try using the Swedish. The reason why I think Swedish later game, like the second rank, is not that good is with the lago. It's like the first or second medium tank you get, but it still has that same 37mm gun. You have to wait till like, rank 4 to get the better 37mm shell. I think some of the US tanks are good. I haven't unlocked most of them. My aim is, it's fun, but you have to grind your ass off just to get tanks. Just to get the experience points, just to, you know, unlock the shit. And take days just to do that. Like literal days of, even months sometimes. It took me like a month or two just to unlock one tank, because I lost interest and I was doing other stuff. I think, you know, some of the US tanks, especially later game with the M4A3 105, because where the rank is, I don't know why Gaijin put it in the lower rank, because none of the, especially with the 37mm one on that, you cannot pierce its front. You can pierce the side at some areas, but it's not going to do minimal damage. You need like a 75 or a 76 just to have enough like shrapnel effect to kill the whole entire crew or get a good ammo shot. All you can probably do is like disable the engine or disable the tracks and like kill one of the two of the crew. But yeah, the 105, since it's that low of a rank and it has the 105mm short barreled, that thing's gonna wreck. Because also later on with the Americans, you get the Jumbo Sherman. It still uses the 75, but you get to aim for certain points on the armor just to kill the thing. Because you can actually destroy tigers with it. I've seen plenty of YouTubers do it. There's one YouTuber who was basically having noobs shoot at him to see if you can have them pierce him. Barely, like, I think two of them were actually able to get critical hits. Sorry that about, guys. I'm eating my dinner too. I hope that helped you a bit. Oh, that Stewart just got fucked. I can't see a goddamn thing. Oh, fuck. Oh god, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, fuck. Yeah, if I get more followers, I'll definitely. It's the reason I kind of stopped YouTube after a while. Like, if you look at my channel, if you saw like the big dip in time, is I kind of lost interest. I kind of picked it back up again because I had nothing else to do, and I kind of miss doing this. But yeah, the M10 is 3.7. But Yeah, if I get more of a follower base, I'll definitely... Yeah, if I get a bit more of a follower base, I might delve into Twitch. Give me time. I just do this when I feel ready, because this does... I don't like making YouTube videos like I did when I was younger, when I would like do maybe like a stream almost every other day. I can't do that now because that like...
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Used the M4A1. I got the M61 shot, which is... Ooh, and I got artillery too. Oh, just listen to that sound of the M4A1's radial engine. Oh, and another fun fact. Of the Sherman tanks that the Americans used from them entering to the war, the M4 has used 4 different engines. The first one, the M4A1, this one uses a radial aircraft engine. That's why it's... the engine deck looks so... excuse me, looks so weird. Yeah, I've played World of Tanks before. I also have World of Ships, World of Warships Legends too. Ooh. I haven't played it in a while. It was my jam like a couple years ago when I was going through some dark times, but I've delved into other games. Like I was saying earlier on the stream, next week when I get my paycheck from my job, I was thinking of getting Tannenberg, since I've been streaming a lot of Verdun. I was gonna get Tannenberg, since I've been waiting for that game since it was announced like 3 years ago. But fuck.
Attention to the map.
Was it win? I'm just home alone with my dog. Parents went up, left me here because I have work tomorrow. Oh god, I hear bomb. Oh, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Holy shit. That is the most scariest single noise besides from the Jericho siren from the Stuka. Another sloppy jailbreak. Oh man, I fucking cold. Yes! Aircraft time. I think we have one more wave after this. And a Japanese dive bomber. I think this might be Kate or and Judy, I don't know. I don't know the specifics on Japanese dive bombers, but it's over. This is an arcade match, so it just matters on how good your teammates are. Because it can end pretty quickly if your teammates suck. Ooh, got two of them. What the fuck? Oh, I ran out of time. Yeah, I think this is the last wave. It's just these tanks over here, then this should be the last wave, I believe. Ooh, that is a lot of Sherman. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. How these guys have not pierced me yet? Oh, they damaged my breach. Or, yeah, this is the last wave. I don't know. Excuse me. Sorry about that, everyone. My controller just died. I had to go quickly change my controllers. How do you want Toad to? Oh god, that is a lot of ARLs. God damn it. Fucking hand right turret. Oh man, how did that not destroy him? He went down his barrel. I'm not getting good angles on these. Damage the track. Got him. Hit the mantlet. Yeah. That bounced off and hit the periscope. Oh. Ooh, I got the one. And we won. Ooh, that was a good match. Ooh, plus 300 boost. What do you think? You think I should do this one more of these, or you think I should torture myself and use the Swedish tanks? Hmm. I think I should torture myself by using the Swedish tanks. It's been a while since I've used them, maybe like a week. I was a legend at them for like a week, then I flipped my shit. Yeah, this is the piece of shit I was talking about. This is the lago. This is the starting round. It's the starting round for all the 37mm Bofors and all the Swedish light tanks that had the 37. It's pretty decent for starting, but for rank 2.7 is absolute garbage, because to get this shot, which I don't know why Swedish is like using random like garbled up words, but this does from 10 meters angle of 0 does 105 millimeters of damage. And it can go through 105 millimeters. Which is pretty good for a 37mm, all considering. Because what I want, because this is one of the light tanks, is what I want to do is replace it with the Strivagen M42, which has a short-barreled 75mm. Because then I can... What I'm doing right now is I'm getting this right here, the Sav ML43. Because then I was gonna move on to this thing, which this makes me laugh because this is such a tiny tank. There's so much shit on it. Because I don't know why the Swedish held on to the Czech Panzer 38T, because that's what this is. It's a Swedish licensed built 38T. I don't know why they kept on to it so long, because the 38T was decent in the beginning of the war, but it was severely outclassed. The only successful like tank that was used its same parts was the Hetzer, but I know probably the tank community is probably gonna like probably screech at me for calling it a Hetzer. I don't know the exact specifications, but I know it's a Jagdpanzer, but like this. This is another 38T, but it has this gigantic 75mm gun on it. It's like, and it's on a rotating turret too. Because I want to have that thing to replace this thing. This is what I call the potato launcher of doom. Oh, it also uses the 38T, but it has a 105mm recoilless rifle on it. I was waiting until I was going to see that message pop up. I usually get it every time I try to stream. And also, for those who wonder why I have the Hungarian tank emblem on this, is part of my family's from Hungary, and also, not this model, but the Swedish. If you know anything about World War II, they were neutral during World War II, but they were armed neutral. They had their own tank production because they feared that the Russians were going to invade them, because the Russians had, in the beginning of the war, they invaded not the Balkans, the Baltics, the Baltic states, so Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, which got their independence from Russia, where Russia was basically saying, the Germans are going to invade, come with us. We're totally not going to, screw you over. They wanted to do the same thing with Finland, because Finland was part of Russia. For the Russian Revolution in 1917 and the Russian Civil War, which also Finland had a civil war too. But I'm not going to get into the specifics of that today. If you're interested, look up stuff on the Winter War and Continuation War and Lapland War if you're more interested in the Finnish like ski troops versus the Russians. But the Swedish, they exported some of their tanks, especially this model right here, the Stravagan M38, to Hungary, which after the First World War, the Austro-Hungarian Empire broke apart, which was, Austria, Hungary, Bosnia, Croatia, parts of it became Yugoslavia, the Czechoslovakia, all those, other Slavic countries that were under the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which now were independent, and In 1941, during Operation Barbarossa, the Germans were able to get allies with the Romanians, the Bulgarians, and the Hungarians to invade Russia with them. Same with the Finnish. But it was funny too, because in the First World War, Bulgaria and Romania, and Germany and Austria, Hungary, uh, they were on different sides. Romania being on the Allied side and getting absolutely fucked during the First World War. But now they're on the same side fighting against the Russians. Mostly in the Ukrainian area around Ukraine. But when the Russians invaded back in 1944-43-ish, they switched sides and joined the Russians. But the Hungarians, they were one of the few the Balkan countries that actually able to produce their own and have their own homegrown grown tank production. Being a version of this called I think the Tohidi. I don't know it fully, but they had their own version of this. And it was one of the very few Swedish tanks to actually go see actual combat. Because the Swedish were neutral during World War II. My botched Hisley lesson, like a little loopy too. Sorry about that for anyone new joining. But the reason I have it on here is makes me feel like, ooh, this might actually be like a Hungarian M38 being used in Russia. So that's my reasoning for it. But I'm not going to torture myself today on stream. I'll do that in a later day. Like trying to play Battlefield, the internet quality, so I'm going to do arcade battles. I'm probably going to get absolutely massacred, but I don't give a shit. Sorry for those who are hitting me eating. Again, I'm eating my dinner. I fucking hate this map. Okay. I'm gonna use M10 and see if I'm gonna get absolutely ass blasted in the first engagement I get into. Oh, it's M4A4. Oh, it's also a single point, so it's gonna be like a meat grinder. Concentration mode, sorry if I'm quiet. Oh fuck. Oh god damn it. We're fucking bunched up and I'm an open top vehicle. Oh shit, that was close. Wait, my weapon. Fuck, I missed that. Holy shit, we're getting fucked. Oh god, that is a T-34. That was a T-34. Fuck my life.
Roger that. Artillery, fire.
Oh god, I got hiccups again. Oh, that's a KV. I'm not gonna be able to do much damage against a KV-1. Oh shit. Yeah, no dur, they're winning. It's an Italian tank. Oh god. Since I'm probably getting a little bit laggy, I don't know if it's crispy clean on your end, but like I said, all my other streams, I cannot control my internet quality. I say fuck you to Frontier, you suck massively. Your internet is atrocious and I hate it. Fuck. Oh my... I'm seriously lagging. Like I said, I'm sorry if this is not crispy clean or enjoyable to look at right now. I don't have any control over it and I'm trying to do my best through it. Oh, I fucking knew if my internet was gonna do this. I knew it was gonna be a perfect stream. Oh god, I fucking hate this tank so much. just an S35 that's elongated that has a 75mm casemate. Yeah. I don't even know why they put it in the game, since there was like only like one of them that was only made. Really. I think the only one that they made was like a prototype, and I don't think it was before the fall of France, so it was like never got to see the light of day after the Germans took France. Oh. Oh, fuck. I hate this tank so much. It's like, its armor is atrocious, especially on the top, near the engine. It's like garbage. Ooh, I got that G50. Oh no. Aw. Oh man, I wish I had a webcam right now. My dog, who is sitting on my chair, he's almost pushing me off the whole entire goddamn chair. Yes, I know this is your favorite chair win, but... I finished my dinner. It's ice cold, but... Oh. Oh my god. Here's another 38T chassis being used as a Flak Panzer 38. It's using the running gear, track, most likely probably the same engine as the 38T, but has slanted armor and different area for the, I think it's in the same area for the driver. And the engine might be in the front right behind the driver, because in the back is where there's the, I think this is the Flak 38? 30, no, Flak 38. It's the 20mm 20mm cannon. And move. God. Oh, my sloppy Joe mix is ice cold now. If you guys are wondering what those black blobs are, those are messages from my other Milsim members. We got a lot of new recruits, and a lot of them still haven't been broken in completely yet on how to shut the fuck up. Like, we got a new squeaker who does not know how to shut the fuck up, and he thinks he's the boss. So yeah, this is the ARL-44. So this tank was incredibly obsolete when it came out. The tracks on it are based on the Char B, same as the same suspension. Excuse me. So it is not a good tank because it's also as long as a Char B one. This is the Char B. It has a 75 millimeter, but there's also this, which was not really used all that much, but this is a regular ARL 44, but it has a 90 millimeter gun. Just look at that muzzle brake. But all things considered, I think this is one of the most ugliest tanks I've ever seen in my whole entire fucking life. I mean, this thing is as ugly as a Bob Semple. Like, some of the French tanks, they are incredibly ugly. Like, look at this fucking thing. Ugh, God, it's like fucking disgusting. Then more ugly vehicles. I think an M1139. You know, this was the Italian light tank or medium tank of the start of the Second World War. I think this thing is fucking hideous. Like, if you look at it afar, it looks like a T26, but with a 37 millimeter gun in the hull instead in a turret. This thing looks like a T26. Then an L6 too. I think this thing is an ugly little piece of shit of an Italian tank. They took the L35 tankette, or the L3 tankette, and they wanted to make it in, put a turret on it, which the L3 tankette is, it's based off a Cardin Lloyd personnel carrier, or armored personnel carrier, but oh my god, this thing looks so fucking hideous. This is the L3, this is what it's based on. It's the L3, I think this tankette was one of the most numerous of Italian tanks during World War II, because they had a lot of them. And we're not gonna look at Chinese tanks. I don't get. The more Akami, the Rogo, Japan. Then the Independent. Oh my god, that thing is. Ugh. I have nightmares on that thing. I have Vietnam flashbacks. Huh. Like the SMK is an ugly fucking monstrosity of a tank. Fun fact, too. One or two of these things were sent during the Winter War, Russia's war against Finland in 1939, because that's where they were able to test their KV-1s for Germany. They had to use them. They used them against the Finns, because most of the tanks that they had were either the mail carrier, which was the nickname for the T-28 given by the Finnish, the mail train, because it looks like a train. Then BT series of tanks, and the T-26. I've always liked, I know some people will probably disagree with me, but I've always liked the look of a T-34, even though I know these things are cheap as they come. They were rushed during production. These things were not, the greatest all the times, especially with the varying degrees of the quality of welds that some of the vehicles got. So sometimes one vehicle, or some of the vehicles would, not be like completely have good welds. Either in Stalingrad, there was a tank factory there that was sending out tanks. Some of the tanks would be sent out without even gun sights. They made a fuck ton of these things, but they weren't always the best. But I've always liked the look of them. This is something, so familiar when you think of World War II Russia and you think of the T-34 and the KV series. This is not the KV-1 that was used during the start of Operation Barbarossa. That's a KV-1L11. And those things are very rare now. I think there's only one that they found that was in the bottom of a river or in mud that they were able to get the KV-1 L11, because most of them were destroyed. And the reason why it's called the L11 is because it's the gun, the short-barreled 76mm gun it had. It was called the L11 gun. Here's a Stug. But I think I'm probably gonna call it a night, guys. This has been a good stream. I plan on maybe doing this again tomorrow. Maybe. If not, later on in the weekend. I'll see you all later.